Alright, hello YouTube. It's been a while. Um, I've been on camera for a while, and I just want to talk a little bit about what this video is about and what inspired it. Um, the original genesis for this video was started a while back when I started seeing videos pop up on YouTube saying YouTube has changed. And that was quickly followed by where's the fair use? People just complain about that YouTube has become too corporate. It was not the same as it was, and everything like that. And some of the critics are valid. Criticisms are valid, but because YouTube has changed. But then again, so have YouTubers. Okay. And what really, when YouTube first started, it was basically people just uploading videos of themselves, usually doing stupid shit, stupid stuff, and getting hurt, or one of their buddies getting hurt, and or doing something really embarrassing. And then if you were lucky, you got shared around enough offices that you got 15 minutes of fame or shame, and that was it. But then as it began to get more popular and the corporations started coming in, and you had advertising and all of that, and setting up their own YouTube channels, and that's all true. But YouTubers were changing as well. It wasn't just guys and girls posting videos of themselves falling down or getting drunk or doing like wheelies on four-wheelers in the mud or whatever. People were taking the time to make higher quality videos. There was a lot more editing involved, and you can monetize your videos. So you make money, in some cases make a lot of money, have that be your only source of income. And that all came as a response to the corporatization of YouTube. It's because the corporations got involved and were putting that money into it that then allowed everybody else to kind of go, oh, I can make money doing this. And like I said, the idea for this began, there's going to be a lot of exposition with those videos of people complaining that YouTube has changed. But what really decided us, okay, I think I'm going to do something, is a channel called I Love Kim Possible a Lot. For those you don't know, Kim Possible, or KP as she's known, is a young woman, I think she's around in her early 20s, who became quasi-famous for talking about My Little Pony. How I know about this is because I have 2 children. They found the show on Friendship is Magic on TV. I was surprised, shocked that it was still around. I thought it went the way of most things from the 80s, which is into the cultural graveyard, but okay. They enjoyed the show, and it wasn't half bad. I mean, trust me, there's a lot worse out there. I mean, Max and Ruby is one cartoon that I would rather, pour bleach in my eyes than see again. But one of the things I enjoyed doing, especially with my daughter, was we would watch pony videos online, on YouTube. And I quickly found out the hard way that you need to preview those. Because some of them are definitely not age appropriate. And some of the ones that I was previewing for some of the reviewers, some of them were really funny, especially when they tore the show a new asshole, which is kind of weird because, like, okay, you're this adult fan of this kid show who's putting yourself out for public shame by professing your love, but then you make a video saying how much you hated this episode or what also, but you know, I enjoyed it. There's some really good Josh Schroeder was one. I mean, some of his had me almost literally doubled over in laughter, and KP was another one that I enjoyed. You know, seeing this little blue animated pony say "fuck," you know, I'm talking about a kid show. I mean, that's, you know, yeah, I find that funny. Then she came out just recently with this episode. You know, she was apologizing. Apparently something went down. Some people who used to help her out were saying crap about her. I don't know, and frankly, I don't care. You know, I'm an adult. I have problems of my own. I don't care about A-list celebrities. I don't care about YouTube celebrities. I don't care. If you're not a friend, if you're not a relative, I don't care. But one of the things she said is like, and kind of struck a chord, and that's like, okay, I am going to say something. So, you know, I'm trying to put this out. You know, I feel pressured to do this. That's why I kind of drive people a little hard. And yeah, I mean, that's the way a lot. I mean, you look at a channel like Jeremy Johns or I Hate Everything. I mean, those are extremely well produced. I mean, a lot of time and effort have gone into those. Even a show like, you know, a channel like Stu Adams, another channel who I just absolutely love. He has music, there's definitely editing involved. I mean, and the dude's funny. So there's a lot of work going into these. Into these videos, and going in, yeah, because they like doing it, and they do subjects that they enjoy, but they're also looking to make money. You know, for some of them, like the Nostalgia Critic and others, I mean, that's their only source of income, and it's a very good source of income. You know, people like me who just, I mean, I said before, I got on to promote my music. I made some drumming videos I put on, so I could contact the band, go, hey, if I saw you're looking for a drummer, I got these videos, check them out. If you think I'm good, we can take it further. If you think I suck, hey, not a problem, you don't to speak. And then then I did my hand playing video, the first one, because I got tired of the elitism I was finding in woodworking magazines. I was like, unless you have this like $300 plane, you know, it's garbage, you shouldn't, or you get this old tool that, you know, you're gonna have to fix up, and you know, it's like, man, really? I mean, for one thing, we live in a energy saving society, like personal energy. You know, you don't expend any more effort than you have to. So most people aren't even going to do physical hobbies anymore. And the ones that do, they're going to get power tools. Most people aren't even going to pick up a plane or a saw, a hand plane or a hand saw. Especially if they think they get an old rust bucket that they got to fix up, or spend a couple, you know, like a week's pay or more on something. I mean, come on, get real. And I was just sick of it, and I wanted to do was like, you know, okay, these planes may have their faults, but you can still do work with them. Especially for what most people are going to do. You know, like I said in one of my videos, most people are going to go to Lowe's, they're going to go to Home Depot, they're going to get the pine, utility grade pine, they're just going to make little things for around the house or presents for people. You know, and having a couple hundred, or even a couple $1,000, you know, custom-made hand tool that's meant to handle, you know, interlocking exotic wood. It was ridiculous to me. But it also put me on the boat of defending a multi-international corporation, which I am loath to do, just out of my own, political mindset. And then at the time I was also thinking, I want to start my own business. The music thing isn't kind of working. I don't like working for anybody else. So I thought, I'll do a series of videos where I make something where I could generate interest, pick up some work from it. And that did kind of well. Not in the way I wanted it to, but it did well. So I did, the hand tool videos, and they, and I suddenly found myself being the woodworking guy, and I didn't enjoy it. There were a lot of personal things going on at the time. My mother passed away, and the company I worked for went out of business, and all kinds of crap. And when I lost all passion for woodworking, where I used to do it at was in the shed at my mom's place. We'd go up on the weekends, I'd have like Sunday lunch there. She would watch the kids if my wife wasn't there. I'd go in, there was a window, I could look out, see the backyard. It was all nice, and I could go up to the house, and it was good. And when she passed away, I moved everything into my basement. My basement is dark, it's dank, it's musty, it's not a place where you can go down and be like, I think I can build furniture here. So a place you go down like, I think I can get cheerleaders on a meat hook down here. So I just walked away, and I deleted a bunch of videos that I thought were just complete and utter garbage too. Left the ones I thought that were the best up, and I was like, it's not fun anymore. I have no joy in it, so why bother? That type of YouTuber, the way I was, they're gone. We really don't exist anymore. So yes, YouTube has changed, but so have YouTubers. So has the expectation of YouTubers. And honestly, you can't have one without the other. If it wasn't for the corporations coming in, spending all the money they did to, there would have been no way that anybody else could monetize their videos and get some, made a living out of it. Is it good? Is it bad? I don't know. As I said before, we don't live in a perfect world. We live in a complex world. We live in a world where oftentimes it's a choice not between what's good and what's bad, what's bad, what's really bad, what's not so bad. And even when we think we make good choices, there's always unforeseen consequences down the road. Like 100 years ago, did you think the people making cars thought that they were making a product that would destroy the planet? Before the car, the only way to get around was by draft animal and foot power. And cities were filthy. The streets were filled with animal feces and urine. The car was seen as a way to get rid of that. And it did. It literally got rid of that shit. Well, what nobody knew at the time was all that gas going into the environment. Yeah, 100 years down the road, it's going to cause the polar ice caps to melt, weather patterns to change, and could threaten most life, including human life, on Earth. They could have known it back then. Our modern interconnectedness. You know? It, these aren't simple things. There aren't simple answers, and this isn't a meme world. This isn't a bumper sticker world. This is a very complex, layered world with very complex, nuanced answers, or at least quasi-answers. At best, you make a decision, you see how it works out, and hopefully it does more good than bad. And there's always bad with good. There may not be any good with bad, but there's always bad with good. So at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, is the good worth the bad? I don't know. No. I can't answer that. I have no answer for it. I haven't reconciled that with myself. Except I am a leftist. I consider myself a neo-Marxist, but yeah, I also realize that there are things that large corporate. So I stand in opposition to corporations, large corporations, multinational corporations. I also know there's a lot of things that only multinational corporations with their power can do. Take a look at North Carolina. When, the LGBT community rose up in opposition to, the bathroom bill, nobody cared. But when companies like Target said, hey, we're pulling out, that caught the legislature's attention. So, large corporations. Good thing, bad thing? I don't know. But do you see what I mean? That when we reduce everything to a binary debate of this, that, up, down, black, white, front, back, male, female, liberal, conservative, we're boxing ourselves into intellectual corners, boxing out other truths, not considering other ideas, missing the bigger picture. So, anyway, that's about it. Will I do any more videos? In case any of you were wondering, which you probably weren't. Maybe. I mean, well, this is my fourth one recently. One was just me playing on my new drum silencers. The other two were me working on a new song. I felt like doing them. They were fun to do, so I did them. And I felt like doing this. So if I feel like doing a video, I'll do a video. If I don't, I don't. And there's no guarantee what subject it'll be on. It could be on anything. As long as I have the time to do it, and it's fun, and I want to do it, I'll do it. So, that's about it. Hopefully I gave you guys some food for thought. Maybe, things you can talk about your friends with. If not, hopefully my video was so crappy that you got some, schadenfreude out of it. So bad it's good. I know that's not what schadenfreude is. It's taking pleasure in somebody else's pain or misery. But anyway, that's it. I'm done. Talk to you later. Maybe.